As we talked about yesterday, Treyarch released the information about the next operation coming to Black Ops 4, called Operation Apocalypse Z. Well, today, Treyarch has decided to tease us harder than that girl that put you in the friend zone with a ton of teasers, a ton of them. So it started off this morning with them changing their profile picture to this, which we're going to talk about the meaning, and as you can tell by the title, it has to do with Reaper. And then the second two things are two videos that they put up on Twitter as well. The first of which being very, very cryptic, as you're seeing here, and the second seemingly relating to zombies from multiple maps and multiple storylines, both Aether and the Chaos storyline. So we're going to talk about how that is going to work out going forward into Operation Apocalypse Z. And first, we are going to talk about Reaper, the specialist character that is now officially coming to Black Ops 4 with this next operation. Now, believe it or not, the first time we heard of Reaper coming to Black Ops 4 was in the beta of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And way back in the beta, there were actually assets found within the game files for Reaper's arm, the one that turns into a minigun. Believe it or not, that was in the game files before the game was even launched, but that was pretty much the only thing directly relating to Reaper. Now, after the launch of Black Ops 4, we had a pretty good idea that there was going to be DLC specialist characters coming to the game, as on the map Frequency, which was tracking specialist characters, there were several blurred out TV screens that included Zero, Spectre, and Outrider as characters that would be coming to the game. And as we now know, every single one of those characters has been added since. However, as you may have noticed on the map Frequency, on these TV screens, there is absolutely no reference to Reaper as a character coming to the game. So where does this other information come from? Well, shortly after this, in March, there was actually some leaked voice lines from characters added into the game that referenced both Spectre and Reaper before Spectre came into the game. So after that, we only assume since the other characters had voice lines with Reaper in them, Reaper would also be coming into the game.
Spectre, kill. Deleted Spectre. Spectre gone. Spectre down. Reaper deleted. Deactivated Reaper. Reaper fragged. Killbot eliminated.
And then finally, we've actually talked about this in recent videos, but in the last couple of weeks, Reaper's voice lines within game have been updated. Assumably, since they are adding them with this newest DLC, they would need to add extra voice lines for certain things that happen in multiplayer, like capturing flags, capturing objectives, killing certain characters, and things like that. But as we saw, the voice lines got updated a little bit early in Blackout, and because of that, this ended up happening.
Full metal, everything. Systems online. Ident Reaper.
Systems online. Reaper reporting ready for deployment. Thank you for choosing this fine Coalescence product. Reaper reporting ready for deployment.
So as you can very, very clearly hear there, the voice lines are much different before and after that update, and assumably that will be the voice we have going forward with Reaper when he is brought into multiplayer. And up until today, there was no confirmation that Reaper was going to be coming to multiplayer, especially when I saw that the operation was Operation Apocalypse Z. That really has nothing to do with Reaper. Until today, when Treyarch updated their profile image to this is very clearly an homage to Reaper, and basically Teasers saying that he will be coming within this operation. So ever since Treyarch changed their image this morning, the question I have been getting asked on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, more than anything else is, what are his abilities actually going to be, since this game takes place before Black Ops 4 and he might not have as advanced technology available to him? So I thought we would answer that by actually digging into the backstory of Reaper just a little bit. So I actually did a full video on Reaper's backstory when the game first launched, and if you want to check it out, I will link it down in the description. I'm just very briefly going to go over what I talked about in that video. So Reaper's real name is Experimental War Robot 115, and he is made by Deisler Engineering. If you don't know who that is, or that doesn't sound familiar, this is the company that makes all of the electronics and cool shit in the Black Ops games, whether it be kill streaks or safeguard robots. Deisler is responsible for them, and in fact, as you were seeing here, the map Arsenal is based around their warehouse. Now, after Deisler made these robots, something went wrong with their defense systems, and people could easily hack into them, causing them to do terrible things. So Deisler shuts down the robots, but Prophet actually manages to run into a stolen robot, Robot 115. So Prophet ends up reprogramming Reaper so he's actually sentient, can think for himself, and becomes his own soldier. That is when we are given this voice line within Black Ops 3.
Here! The EWR is here!
There is no EWR. Only Reaper.
So the question is, where does this leave us with Reaper's ability? So first of all, his scythe, aka his machine gun arm, I am pretty sure is going to be back in Black Ops 4. This was the file that was found originally in the Black Ops 4 beta, so I would be very surprised if this was not Reaper's specialist weapon. So I'm like 99% sure we are going to get the scythe back. Now, Reaper's other ability in Black Ops 3 is Psychosis. This ability made duplicates of his character and they ran throughout the map, kind of confusing your enemies. This played off of the DNI and the fact that Black Ops 3's multiplayer took place in a simulation. Now, based off of Torque's comic for Black Ops 4, we find out that there is still a simulation within Black Ops 4, so it is possible for Psychosis to return within Black Ops 4. Now, this one I am not nearly as sure about. This one I'm only like 50% sure about, but I do think that this may be his new ability just because I don't personally know what could replace it. So if you have any ideas, feel free to let me know down in the comments. So moving on to the teasers that we were given today by Treyarch. They are very confusing. Normally when they put out these teasers, it's very easy to figure out, oh, they're talking about multiplayer. Oh, they're talking about Blackout. Oh, they're talking about zombies. This one's difficult because the event that we have today is revolving around zombies. So of course, in one way or another, all of the teasers for everything are going to lead back to zombies in one way or another. For example, the first one that we are looking at here was tweeted out by Treyarch with the coordinates that you're seeing on screen here. These coordinates lead us to Eisenstadt, Austria. I probably butchered that first name, but Austria. So the only other thing in Austria that relates to Black Ops is Der Eisendrache. This zombies map took place in Austria, and a lot of people are assuming that this video that you are watching here has something to do with Der Eisendrache. Whether that's with the new zombies map, Alpha Omega, or not, we don't really know. However, if you look at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, that appears like the robot that you see in the Origins zombies map. So there's a lot of kind of references here, and this is the one teaser that I quite honestly don't know what it's teasing. I don't know if this is going to be part of the new zombies map. I don't know if it's going to be something for Blackout, maybe relating to how more zombies are going to get put on the Blackout map for Operation Apocalypse Z. I don't know. This is the biggest question I've ever had with a teaser. So if you have any answers, feel free to let me know down in the comments. However, moving on to the second teaser, I have some more answers for this one. So the next one, as you can see here, was tweeted with the caption, "Exit through the gift shop." And just watching this video, there is references to a ton of zombies map. Just in the foreground there, starting on the left, you have kind of like that statue from 9. In the middle there, you have a gramophone, which plays a huge part in Origins. You can see on the right, you can see computer from Moon. And then there are a ton of other references through the blueprints or what you are seeing on the computer. Now, what if I told you I don't think this is a teaser for a zombies map whatsoever? I truly, truly believe that. And if I was betting, I would bet that this is actually a teaser for a multiplayer map. Now, you may be thinking I'm insane at this point, but looking at what we see in this image, it shows crossover between the Chaos storyline and the Ether storyline. They wouldn't do that just in a teaser. There would be some big reveal for a crossover with those maps. What I think this is going to be is a multiplayer map that's some sort of museum or something along those lines, and is going to have a bunch of different zombies artifacts scattered throughout the map. The reason why I think that is the caption, "Exit through the gift shop." Where are gift shops in museums, zoos, that kind of thing? I am guessing that there is going to be some sort of zombie-themed multiplayer map, and that is what this teaser is hinting at. Maybe I'm nuts, maybe you think I'm crazy, but I think it's a pretty damn good guess. So those were all the teasers we got today. That is all the information we have. I'm sure we're going to get more throughout the rest of the week. So if you want to stay up to date on everything Black Ops 4 and everything Call of Duty, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have notifications turned on, because as we get more information on Reaper, on these new teasers throughout the week, I will keep you guys updated. Also, if you found this video informative and enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. And as always, I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say about what happened today down in the comments. comments. But guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
Listen.